All right, boys. GM, welcome in on this Sunday morning. Beautiful fall weather outside. Got a lot of decisions that we have to make. My DraftKings cash game lineup is not done yet. I actually registered for FanDuel Cash. Haven't built anything for tournaments yet, other than my stuff over on Underdog. Need to figure out those swaps as well. Gonna answer a bunch of questions. Gonna run the Sims. Let's have ourselves a nice little morning.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated. It's Short King Summer.
All right, GM, everyone. How are we all doing? Hope that you guys are in a bunch of good positions in all of your leagues. You know what? I think the easiest way to start this, I think we should start with my own start sets. That feels easiest, right? So let's just go on over to the FFPC and get these done. GM. Joseph Burrow, we're going to move him to the... Oh, I can't even... Can I move? Okay, I can move Joe Burrow to the IR. And we won Tyrod Taylor. That is who we won on waivers. So we'll move him to the Superflex slot. So we have Kenneth Gainwell. Do we want to start Kenneth Gainwell? Gainwell or Justice Hill? I guess it's Gainwell. We did win the Green Bay defense. Look at that IR. Burrow, Mixon, Kittle. Tough scenes there. Worthy's out. So I guess it really would just be Pickens versus Flowers. I think in that game we got to go Flowers. That team looks like it is set. The Three Clowns team, this one basically sets itself because we already got Jalen Waddle's score in there. Oh, David, I like this slate. I thought this slate looked good, brother. Chase, Lamb, Waddle, Neighbors, Metcalf. We wanted to start Wicks, but we did not. Destroyer, that's already set. Alchemy, Jalen Hurts, Chase Brown, Pacheco, Devonta, Jacoby Myers, Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb, JSN. So it'd be JSN versus sick JSN versus Tillman. Oh, well, Dalton Kincaid is on our bench. GM Steph. GM Nino. How we all doing this morning? All right. Alchemy's good to go. Arcade Fire. Oh, that's one with Peter. So Steph's got that one. Life of a Showgirl. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, RJ Harvey, Jefferson, Adams. We gotta drop Jaden Reed. I need to put a message in the chat. We gotta drop Jaden Reed. And this team sadly has Evan Ingram on it for some reason, so you hate to see that. Yeah, JSN is definitely playing, but I don't know. Like, the JSN one is kind of interesting because he is going to play, but what's the point? Like, he's definitely going to be limited to some degree, I think. Not that I'm benching JSN, but he's definitely limited to some degree. In fact, there are 2 rankings things I need to check, so let's just do that live right now. Let's go update the rankings for people who subscribe to patreon.com/DavisMattic. There are 2 things I wanted to do. I wanted to check on Mariota. I am going to move, now that he is officially confirmed, I'm moving him up quite a bit. I'm going to move him right below Jordan Love. Insert row below. And then I'm going to delete this row. Nope, shouldn't have done that. Edit, undo, edit, undo, edit, undo. I'm just going to delete. I just need, oh shit. All right, I'm going to have to do that later. Because I just want to insert 3 cells. Insert column. All right. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that at another time because I'm not going to make you guys watch me learn how to do tech on the stream. Why is Darnold ranked so low? Because this is like a horrible spot for Sam Darnold. They are going to absolutely run. They are going to just run the ball. I got Juwan Johnson over Fannin this week. Watching from Germany, Henderson, Golden, Hunter, or Judkins. I would go Golden, I think. I got Golden there. Let's make sure all the FFPC stuff is good. One more. We got Ramondre over Harvey on this team. Chase, AJ Brown, JMO, Rome. Mariota over Lawrence, which I agree with. And we're waiting on Rashee Rice to get back. The rest of that looks good. One more team here. Should I trade Amon-Ra St. Brown? Absolutely not. No, I mean, unless if your team's tanking, then sure, whatever. Flex 2.5 PPR. Sutton, Franklin, Henderson, Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren and Cortland Sutton. Did you say you think take JSN? I gotta say that again. That makes no sense to me. No, Knicks over Mariota. Wicks, Downs, Henderson, or Tootin. Tootin. Ooh, took Cook and the touchdown survivor. GM, behold. All right, this team is Mac Jones, Devin Achane, David Montgomery. I think we do Ramondre over David Montgomery. Need to put that in the chat as well. I think Ramondre over David Montgomery. Adams, Waddle, Bowers, Tet, Moore. Well, got the Waddle touchdown. And that team also basically just sets itself. Half PPR. Keenan. I'm a little bit worried about this update on Emeka Egbuka. Just a smidgen worried about the update on Emeka Egbuka. Tootin, Marks, or Harvey. I got Tootin there, actually. Got Tootin over RJ Harvey for today. Just for today. And I'm going to be willing to reverse course on that one pretty quickly. Half PPR Mason or KW3. Flip a coin. I got that's like those are like the two top 12 running backs of the week. Let's go do a little sim run. I have not run the sims with all the projections updated yet, so I'm really excited to see. Honestly, I have no idea. Full PPR, Golden, Henderson, Mooney, or Iomanner. Flip a coin between Golden or Henderson. Full PPR. Pearsall over Ridley. Yeah, still Pearsall, actually. Favorite low-owned stack for huge GPP today. Carson Wentz and Justin Jefferson. Traded ETN for Ginty. Love it. Love it for you. Egbuka, Iomanner. So that is one where I would go Egbuka. That's one where I would go Egbuka. Because the upside is so clear there. Hurts triples. I will be playing none of that myself today. Thin at running back 2. Tootin, Harris, or Harvey. Tootin. FFPC. Fannin. Wow. Slap Central. FFPC tight end premium. Ladd and Debo. Full PPR, Hunter, Downs, Mooney. I would sit Mooney. Full PPR, Golden, Tootin, or Franklin in the flex. Tootin. Yeah, I think we will see Royals play today. KW3 over Pickens. It's Warren and McBride are the big cash decisions. GM. I've got a feeling today about Bill Betafet. That's all I've got for you. I'm sure Olave projects for more points, but in all the leagues that I have Bill Krosky Merritt, I'm playing him. How does the swap thing work on Battle Royale if someone is out? So, for example, let's say you drafted Zach Charbonnet. He's out. Zach Charbonnet, when he is ruled out, assuming that he is ruled out before noon, he will swap for someone. If an afternoon player is not ruled out until the afternoon, they can only swap for players that are also in the afternoon in the order of your rankings. I've got Pacheco over Scatterboot today, but honestly, you could go either way. Full PPR, choose 2. Scary Terry, AJ Brown. I would bench Terry and not think twice about it. All right. Got the Sim Runner Pro. Let's do it. Purdy, I believe, is not technically 100% out, but Purdy is not playing. Kyle Shanahan is lying. I think I have Caleb ranked as my quarterback 6 this week, Matt. So I'm going Caleb. Franklin, Goddard, or Travis Hunter. I would go Travis Hunter, but I'm still a believer. Pick 2 flex. Scattaboo, Tootin, Igbuka, Juwan. Well, Jennings is not going to play. I would go Ramondre and Tootin. All right. The top lineup: Mariota, Jonathan Taylor, Ken Walker, Mike Evans, Chris Olave, Roma Dunze, Tucker Kraft. Ooh, that's interesting. Christian McCaffrey in the New England Patriots defense is the highest ROI lineup. That is very interesting. Yeah, I started a little bit early. I schedule this stream every weekend for 10 o'clock, but I start it whenever I get all my entries in. So if I have everything done that I need to do in terms of like administrative work, I just go ahead and start it. The Bucs defense is just not very good is the issue. The secondary is not super strong. Pick 2, Ramondre, T, Igbuka, Devonta. I would do Igbuka and Devonta probably. Now, those are such marginal decisions. And the Igbuka one, I mean, frankly, like, I'm not from the future. I don't know. I don't know how healthy Emeka Igbuka is. I really like Jalen Warren today. If I really think Jennings sits, yeah, I mean, I have a lot of Pearsall in my stuff. Right now, I think I have Pearsall in FanDuel Cash right now. Pickens here for me. I did 5 dog bowls this week. Najee, Golden, Jaden Higgins. That is Matthew Golden for me, Christopher. Pick 2 in PPR. Well, never ask me about Bowers again. Bowers is clear. I would never bench Bowers in any format. And then I would go Warren over Franklin and Ridley as well. Okay. What do we got in terms of optimal results here? Top optimal rate quarterback, Drake May. Highest optimal rate. That's very interesting. Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert. Herbert's the one I really like. Dak. A lot of Lawrence in there. Mariota really heavily owned today. Good vibes for Arsenal. Yeah, I forgot that. I knew Aston Villa absolutely stunk. Just God, these dudes stink, man. I'm very, very sick of watching these dudes play. ETN over Trevion Henderson. ETN over Trevion Henderson for sure. Whew. Let's see. I play EPL fantasy on DraftKings, but I don't play the official like FPL game because what's the point? You feel me? Because you can't. It's so hard to win, and you just can't win anything. It's like first place is like a set of freaking steak knives, man. I do think we're gonna see a masterclass from Declan Rice today against City. That is an official prediction for me. Oh, Nathan O'Reilly is starting, huh? Nico O'Reilly. GM Stefan. PPR Igbuka. Hampton easy. Connor there. Tootin over Igbuka, I think. That one's really close. I do not know how healthy Igbuka is. We are officially on Brashard Smith watch. That's one of my takes for Showdown tonight. If you're double stacking Herbert, I think you do Ladd and then flip a coin between Keenan or QJ. That would be my opinion. But it's just one man's opinion. I got Scadaboo over Franklin. Hey, Rattler doubles. I mean, I would not go that far off the beaten path, but I get it. Why was there not a 400K spy this week? I have no idea. I noticed the same thing. Yeah, Sutton over Franklin for sure. I am pretty high on Byshell Tootin this week. I mean, I'm just high on Tootin in general. I think you probably get 10 rushes and 2 catches from Tootin with some red zone usage there, which feels pretty good. You know, I mean, he's not going to be the lead running back for the Jaguars, but he is going to be in a really strong role for that team. All right, so all the FFPC stuff is set. Let's set all the lineups. Transactions, set lineup. All right, we've got Geno, Barkley, James Cook, JSN, Tet. Okay, we need to move Jennings out of here because I really don't think he's going to play. Damn, we did not leave ourselves with much. I guess we are going Christian Kirk. Trey McBride, Cam Scadaboo. There we go. Chiefs defense, Chiefs kicker, sure. Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Mike Evans, Devonta Smith, Khalil Shakir, Harold Fannin, Chris Olave. Is there anyone we want to bench Olave for? Olave versus Hollywood Brown is pretty close. I think I'm probably going to do Justin Herbert stuff in the spy. Yeah, if you have Kraft, you're starting him. I would not start Juwan over Kraft, no. Here's what I have in cash right now. What I have in cash right now is Marcus Mariota, Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Mason, Puka Nacua, Roma Dunze, Keenan Allen, Trey McBride, Ken Walker in the Commanders defense. I'm trying to find a way to get to the Packers defense. There probably is no way to do it, but yeah. Full PPR start Jacoby. Yeah, I would really like to do some combination of this. Like maybe you do Tyler Warren and yeah, it just doesn't really fit. Do Drake May over Daniel Jones. That's a coin flip though. Okay. We got the Bills. They didn't do anything. All right, that team looks good. Need to move. Damn. We are screwed on this team. I should have just freaking started Jalen Waddle. Let's go. Yeah, let's go Tootin. Geno, Jonathan Taylor, James Conner, Justin Jefferson, George Pickens, Keon, Trey McBride, Byshell Tootin, Cardinals kicker, Seahawks defense. Dak is not playable in cash. Wicks is not playable in cash. Ferguson is not playable in cash. So it was a really bad team to me. I think there's no difference between Puka and CD, really. It's like the same. Did I see that Reddit post about me? No, I did not. Wow, this is probably going to ruin my day. Reddit fantasy football. Performing better than rookie running backs. Probably shouldn't even go look this up, but let's go find it. Best YouTube channel. That's not it. R-Best Ball. Oh, this is gonna be This is going to be the worst place on the internet. R-best ball. God, why is it? Oh, I just have a bad team. He's entertaining and does have some good takes of information. This team isn't even that bad. Oh, it just has a bunch of hurt guys. Worthy, Hawkinson. Yeah, these are just all guys who are hurt. Interesting. I've seen worse. Why are they not playable? They're playable in tournaments, but for cash games, when you are playing in a cash game that's 50-50 in terms of who wins and who loses, you only play the best plays. Caleb, I'm really high on Caleb today. Need a quarterback. Browning over Wilson. Running backs. Bijan, Derrick Henry. What a crazy teams. You know what? I'll go. I think Jordan Mason over Ken Walker today. It's not good in the eliminator with I am somewhat worried about Igbuka today. Marginally worried about Emeka Igbuka today. Marginal. I do not think Xavier Scott is worth a bench stash. I think Cam Akers is going to play over him immediately today. QJ or Tootin? Yeah, I mean, I just put Tootin in my lineup, A-Rod. I'm on Tootin today. 20-point dog projection in a dynasty matchup. Hollywood, Warren, Montgomery. You know what, James? I'm gonna try and be as optimistic as I can here. I actually think if you're a dog, I think you want Hollywood because Hollywood could eat a crazy amount of volume today. Not only have I not finished, I haven't even started, Austin. Would you be more inclined to throw in DJ Moore to stack with Caleb or just stick with Jacoby? Yeah. I mean, I would do DJ Moore, I think, with Caleb. All right. So this on DraftKings, that's the Swolecast lineup. The Wentz team is the show from Thursday. I didn't register too many teams this week on DraftKings. All right, so I have a spy, I have a red zone. Let's knock some of these smaller ones out right now. So actually this is gonna be backwards, but I'm kind of worried about Igbuka from a ceiling perspective today, because if he's playing limited snaps, he can score, but he can't rack up like 9 receptions or whatever. I do have Tootin over Hunter today, Sando. I gotta put some nicotine gum in because we gotta grind here, buddies. All right, this is gonna be I want to get back to the. Okay, so let's just do one chalk one here. One chalk team over on DraftKings. So let's do Caleb Williams. Let's do Rome and Moore. We'll do CD as the bring back. We will do Tyler Warren at tight end and can see if I fit Mason and Walker. I guess Walker be the flex because he's the afternoon game. And if we do McCaffrey, okay, so that leaves us a little light. Where can I save salary on this team that is reasonable? Well, first, let's go. The cheapest playable defense is probably... The Raiders are probably playable against Mariota. And so if we go down from Tyler Warren, does that get us to Ferguson? It does get us to Ferguson. So that's a double bring back. That's a big game stack. Are you in the camp? Yeah. No, I love that game today. That's probably my most stacked game on Underdog is LAC Denver. All right, here we go. We did it. Caleb Williams, Jordan Mason, Christian McCaffrey, Roma Dunze, DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, Kenneth Walker in the Raiders defense. Now, if I didn't want to play McCaffrey, I could do like Barkley, I could do Taylor. But, well, actually, I like this. This is something I like. I'm doing that. Genty is one of my big stands today. I drafted a lot of Genty. Be really unlikely for a team to be duped. Super, super unlikely. I actually agree with this. I think Amari Hampton is one of the most interesting plays of the day. I'm going to save this one. Do Caleb Williams, Jordan Mason, Ashton Genty, Roma Dunze, DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, Ken Walker in the Packers defense. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a really, really strong team. Optimal rate running backs. CMC, Bijan, Ken Walker with a 17% optimal rate. Interesting, he's got a much higher optimal rate than Jordan Mason. Hampton over Igbuka for sure for me. I am very in on Amari and Hampton today. And just on the Chargers in general. Okay. So that's one down. We've got a screen pass. This is $15 3 max. What am I thinking here? Yeah, one team with a Javonte pivot or a DeAndre Swift pivot feels very strong. All right. Let's do... What do I want to do? Do I want to do a Dan Jones? Let's do a Daniel Jones Warren team, actually. Let's do Walker in the flex. And we'll do Bijan over McCaffrey on this team. And I will sub in. I just really like Jordan Mason. He's just a really, really good play. Yes, yeah, I got my dog bowl pick 'em in. Yeah, I'll show you guys the team I have. Here's the team I have on FanDuel. My FanDuel cash team is Marcus Mariota, Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Mason, Ricky Pearsall, CeeDee Lamb, Roma Dunze, Trey McBride, Ken Walker, and the Packers defense. Easy to draft Ashton Genty on site credits. It is. I like this. I mean, for cash, how do you improve upon this team? Haven't played FanDuel Cash in so long. Start 4 in PPR. Lad, BTJ, Rome, Pearsall. Easy. Lad, BTJ, Rome, Pearsall. Any specific reason you like Mariota over Wentz? I mean, I think their team total is like 6. How many points higher? They're a lot higher. The total for the Washington Commanders Raiders is... What, sir? I don't need this right now. Please, okay. Not useful and abated. The total for Commanders Raiders is 43.5. Actually, it's not that much higher. I guess I lied. I don't know. They're like the same. The empty lineup is I got one. We're gonna build one FanDuel team. Igbuka is playing. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're starting Javonte over Pollard. I mean, he projects a lot better. Okay, so the issue on this FanDuel team is you got to get CMC in. So I guess I need to do. What do you do? So you do McCaffrey, and you have to save $300 somewhere. So I guess you can't play the Packers defense. Colts against the Titans, Steelers, Eagles may be playable. Or is there anyone cheap? There's probably not anyone. Yeah, there's no one cheaper than Lamb. So I guess, is Wentz cheaper, or is 6,000 as cheap as it gets at quarterback? 6,000 as cheap as it gets at quarterback. All right, so I guess we play the Eagles D. Or I guess you could upgrade at quarterback, actually. Cup, Hollywood, or QJ. Honestly, if JSN's banged up, probably Cup. Kamara's I don't love Kamara. He's a little bit better on the underdog games, but he's fine. I would go DJ Moore there. Diggs or Hunter, I would go Hunter. Because Colts D is not that good, is the issue. The issue is that the Colts defense is just like pretty middling. They're probably fine though. I wonder, so you could do, if you do Herbert, you just do Herbert and then you just punt defense. That's honestly fine too. I actually think I like that better. There you go. Oh, we got some projection updates that just hit Run the Sims. Let me check and see what these are. Oh, nothing. Oh, a couple offensive linemen out. Yeah. I mean, the Packers are just so clearly the best play, though. I got Tootin over Ridley today, BB. I got Scattaboo over Trevion. All right. I think that's good on FanDuel. Dang, I ran out of coffee already. Hampton over Golden. Easy. To me. The multiplier amount of the dog bowl pick'em entry this week, 47. That's my guess. 47. Dubs over Io Manor today for me. Tootin and Judkins. Tracy, we are the Tyrone Tracy experiment is over, sadly. All right, can I get the Packers defense in this one? Can do Io Manor as a bring back, punt wide receiver, and we'll do JSN. Dang. Can't quite get to Justin Jefferson. If you do JSN. Could do Devontae. Oh, Garrett Wilson. I like that. You have to get it from the Underdog Drafts Twitter account. Well, the hard part with Bill is on DraftKings, he's the same price as Jordan Mason. GM, BBB. Week 4, Cody. Week 4. Golden, Io Manor, Golden. Golden or Hollywood. Flip a coin, bag man. All right, Daniel Jones, Bijan, Jordan Mason, Io Manor, Garrett Wilson, Justin Jefferson, Tyler Warren, Ken Walker. Packers done, saved there. All right, 2 teams left to do on DraftKings. I wonder where else I can get some ideas in here. Yeah, this is very sharp from Mr. Inkmag, but Herbert stacks are going to get just insanely steamed. Everyone is going to get hip to that very quickly. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if Justin Herbert ends up being the most owned or second most owned quarterback of the slate. There you go. Jennings is officially out. CMC over Bijan for sure. I am marginally worried about the JSN illness. Not like massive, but I am marginally worried about the JSN illness. Yes, this is really bad in my opinion. There is how many points of projection difference? You're giving up a full point to go from CMC to Bijan to save $300. So I can't imagine that's too strong. Yeah, big day for Rizzy P. Right now I have Puka, but that was one where I don't think you can really go wrong. I got Pearsall over Hollywood for myself today. I think Pearsall is definitely a guy you want to be starting as much as possible. JSN I think is fine. Yeah, hey. Congrats to my Sooners. You're soon to be national champion Oklahoma Sooners. How gross is a Rodgers DK stack? I don't love the Rodgers stuff. I mean, I'm not going to say it's that bad. Trying out the Drafters BR. You know what? I almost did one of the Drafters BRs today because I have some site credit from referrals on Drafters that I need to spend. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm nervous about the night game. The way I feel about this Chiefs-Giants game tonight is that if the Chiefs are uninspiring and can't win this game, I can just be done being emotionally invested in their outcomes for the entire rest of the year. Like, truly, if you are toe-to-toe with Russell Wilson and the New York Giants, I mean, it's over, dude. There is no point. Pacheco is cooked. Yeah, Pacheco is cooked. I mean, I currently do not have JSN in cash, but he certainly is viable. Have Evans, Igbuka, JMO easy. JMO easy. Yeah, my best friends who live in Kansas City all got tickets to go to that Ravens game, and I'm like, are you guys sure you want to go to that game? Are you guys certain about that you want to go to that game? I don't think I would want to go to that game. No. JCM over Kyron is fancy. I still think Pacheco gets the most points for the rest of the season, but I would like for it to be Brashard Smith, honestly. All right, let's set the lineup for my worst team imaginable. I have the Fantasy Life Championship. I have Lamar Jackson. So the question is, do I want to start Woody Marks or Jeremy McNichols over Tyrone Tracy? Way under. No, I have Trey McBride in cash right now, Sando. Start one in full PPR. You still gotta go Pacheco here, in my opinion. Mike Evans and Brees or JSN and Javonte. Not really in on Brees today, so I'll go JSN and Javonte. Yes. Sooner schedule is insanely difficult, Stefan. You are right. You know what? I just am sick of Tyrone Tracy. I'm gonna go Woody Marks. Yeah, if you guys missed it, Juwan Jennings is out. Wow. Two guys who are dead. I'll go Mandrews over Tracy. I on underdog. I have Tyrone Tracy lowers on like literally everything I entered this weekend. Yeah, exactly. No, not a fun game to attend. BBG, I've never really done a nose. I the only time I've ever gotten a good nose blend, it's been a cheating one where you're riding parallel to the ledge and it's really just more of a nose slide. I'll try soon. I got Hampton over Tet. I'm still a Hampton believer. Thoughts on Brown? I'm not playing Jake Browning today. He's 5,500. I'd rather play Wentz. No, Dak not the cash quarterback. I think Mariota or Herbert is the cash quarterback. I got Judy over McLaurin today. But you got to remember I'm a noted Jerry Judy hate or a noted Terry McLaurin hater. BBG's wanting to splash the cash this morning, guys. I do what I want to build around for my spy team. This is where I want to start. For my team in the spy, I do want to eat the chalk. But I want to these are the necessaries. Herbert, Mason, then Walker in the flex, and then Ladd. And honestly, I would really like to play the Packers defense too. Wow. Kevin must be feeling spicy this morning. They must have I wonder if they did they give Kevin internet access to the old folks' home today? I got Devontae over Tet. BBG for the kid and the dog. Wow. What a guy. Salute to all of you fellas. I have the same. Yeah, I'm going, well, Tootin over those guys, but then I'm going Woody over Tracy. I would sit. I would sit Scattaboo out of these guys, Cam. Well, what I'm doing is I'm moving Pearsall way up in my swap rankings. So I'll probably do my swap rankings on Underdog. Real, I don't know, probably 30 minutes before. Yeah, Herbert is absolutely. Herbert is going to end up being the most owned quarterback, so you do need to be thoughtful with how you do it. That is for certain. All right, so I know that I want Herb. I know that I want Walker. I know that I want Ladd. I know that I want Jordan Mason. Is there anyone else that I consider like a real want play? Could just go run 100 of those over on Run the Sims. Herbie or Caleb and managed. Caleb and manage. I would not play Tootin over Pacheco. That's my line where it feels a bit fancy. Samson, Tootin, Harvey. You know what, Joe? I got Tootin today. You can't go wrong with Tootin or Harvey. I think Samson is the running back 3 today, though. Are you asking for a DST start? If these are for the DSTs, I got the Colts. Yeah, he's going to be the projections are all over the Chargers today. I got Pearsall over Tet. Bucky is a good play, and he's going to be like totally unowned. Start 1, Hunter, Benson, Harvey. I got Hunter. I actually disagree with this, Stefan, but it's going to be a very unpopular opinion right now because everyone knows he's awesome. But I do not think this about James Conner. I don't think Rizzy P is a great cash play, James. Well, maybe he is, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to reevaluate some things. Maybe Ricky P is a cash game play. Terry McLaurin, Dubes, or Pacheco. I got Dubs there by a lot. Bannon or Ferguson. No game. Ferguson's projected like 4 points better, Derby. That one is not close. I got JMO over Pickens. Yes, Ricky in cash on FanDuel. He's 5,600 on FanDuel. Yeah, Ricky in cash on FanDuel is like, I don't know if he's a lock, but it's pretty good. JCM, Tootin, or Algier. See, again, maybe this is an unpopular opinion. I think JCM is like a smash and a half PPR today. Warren or Jawan. I got Tyler Warren. I got Tyler Warren today. I really like Tyler Warren. Wish I could trade in all my Colston Loveland teams for Tyler Warren. I really like Brian Thomas Jr. today. If you're playing in the draft games on Underdog, I thought he was a really strong play. Hunter over Judkins. I mean, I guess I don't know if I have a lot of JCM. Let's just fact check myself. I'll have more than the field, but the field probably doesn't have that much. Let's go live. Best ball. Oh, you got to go drafts. Completed. Main slate, 236 teams. How much bill do I have? Maybe I'm lying to you guys. I've not checked the Blitz optimal lineup today, but I'll bet you my life Trey McBride is in it. Ja'Cory. I drafted 5% Ja'Cory Kroski merit. That's definitely more than the field. I do not know if I could get. I don't know if I can get to Ricky P on DK Cash. It's plausible. I think that no CMC in cash is probably pretty bad. Yeah. Why not go up to, honestly, I haven't even, all I've done is run the optimal stuff, and it all has the Commanders for more points. The problem with the Panthers game is that the pace is going to be really low. Start 2 in full PPR. I got Ricky over Tet today. Thoughts on Kyron today? Yeah, keep him in. I've got him ranked over all those guys. I wonder. Okay, so let's put Ricky in here. Ricky is 5,500. The question is do I play Keenan on this team? No, low pace is really bad for defenses. The way that you generate points for defensive special teams in fantasy is by facing the maximum amount of pass attempts, because that generates abilities to get sacks and interceptions. Low pace is really bad for DST. If you have a defense and there's a lot of rushes, they're not going to have any opportunities to score points. Yes, even for cash, low pace is as bad as it gets. You want defenses in high pace games. Mariota, Walker, Mason, Lamb, Rome, Keenan, Bowers, CMC, Titans. I think McBride over Bowers in cash today. Skip, but that's totally fine. Half PPR, Hampton. Come on, PSX, settle down. I need everyone to step off the. I need everyone to just take a deep breath about Amari and Hampton. He is going to be A-okay, man. Oh, dude, the 20 tenders challenge wasn't even a challenge. I smashed that. Need 3 of these wide receivers. Chase, Keenan, and Devontae Adams. Yeah, I need ETR to zoom out on the chart. There's no possible chance I could start Ramondre over Amari and Hampton. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, but I'll just say this. I am not benching. The only possible way you would be benching Hampton in a normal team for me today would be if you did CMC in the first round. Like it would have to be like Jordan Mason or Ken Walker. I'm not benching Hampton for Bill. I got Pearsall over Olave. I am literally willing to be the last Japanese soldier on Hampton Island. It's true. Jefferson, Chase Brown, or CMC Marv. I hate Chase Brown today, so I guess CMC Marv, but I don't even think Marv is very good. Over under, I think under ownership in Bears Cowboys. Yeah, because I think a lot of it's going to flow to the Chargers. I'm gonna check. I wonder what are the Ricky? Let's go over to Underdog. What do we have for what are Pearsall's props up to? Oh, they don't have any. Oh, okay. They don't have any 49er stuff up for champions right now. Yeah, I've got Hampton over these fellas. I'm gonna wake up on Hampton Island on Tuesday and say it's all over. Sometimes you got to believe in something. Yeah, I drafted a lot of Gene T this week in BRs. I don't think Fannin is unstartable. He's lower than you would have him. I mean, Hampton can still win just by scoring a touchdown. If Hampton would have scored a touchdown last week, all of you guys who were so worried about him would not be worried. I assume C-Rod is active. We would have known if he was inactive. Sit 1. Yeah, you are sitting Fannin here with those combinations of players. Yeah, Trout Stalker. Here you go. This is what I have in cash. Where is it? Mariota, McCaffrey, Mason, Puka, Rome, Keenan, Trey McBride, Ken Walker, and the Commanders defense is what I have right now. That team on the far right. Not 100% that's what I'm running, because I think you can play Tyler Warren. I'm trying to get the Packers defense. Full point PPR, pick 2 wide receivers and a flex. Ladd for sure, BTJ for sure, and then Pearsall. Yeah, that wasn't really his fault. Picked Renfrow up for $333. That feels like a lot of money. Yeah, I think this is true. Flacco played really bad last week. Wow, I just took, literally this morning, the first pick'em that I submitted had a Leaguette lower in it. So that sucks. Puka and Lamb project like the same. All right. I think this is what I want to do on this team. I think I want to do Jalen Warren. I think that I want to do, well, hold on. Let's see. Jalen Warren. Let's put Tyler Warren in at tight end and just see. So if we do Rome, and if we put the Packers, 6,900 at running back. Oh, we could play Gene T. You could start Fannin over Hunter Henry. I probably would not. 14. I would not sit Igbuka for Benson or Renfro. You could start Tootin. I just, I would be hesitant to tell you should, but I don't think Ferguson is who you want in FanDuel cash. I think you want Tyler Warren. That's just my opinion, though. I can't believe, dude. You know what? Should I play Bill Krosky Merritt in the Spy? How badass would it be to play Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt in the Spy? Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, and then we can get up to McBride. Dude, I think I might do it. This man, do you guys see what this dude is wearing? I gotta show you guys this. I actually have Seahawks as my most popular. I have Seahawks, Packers, Chiefs, Falcons. JCM and the Spies. I don't think it's that bad. I gotta show. Jacob just put this post in our Discord chat. If I can get it to pull up, I'll do it. Need one in the flex. Dude, Bill. Hey, he doesn't need to catch passes if he scores 2 touchdowns. And let me point out on top of it, he's also big time leverage on Mariota, who is going to pull some ownership in, right? If he's big time leverage, like if Mariota ends up being 8%, that is legitimately leverage. Nate would definitely not play JCM. I cannot get this. Oh, here we go. Look at this guy. Look at this fella. I mean, I'm jazzed. I'm jazzed for my boy Bill. I love it. Why does the Spy have such significance to you and Pete? I think it's like the best single entry contest, but also we've just been playing it for so long. I actually won the Red Zone a long time ago, like 6 years ago, but I've never won the Spy. Oh, Bon Depart. Hey, my French-speaking brother. Start 1.5 PPR. Tootin. Packers defense is going to score a lot of points, though. I would actually go Wentz over Penix, I think. Jack, I don't even know what this means, but I feel like you're being unkind. Officially starting Dontavian Wicks in a main event, by the way. Cash game shell. Here you go. Cash game shell is Mariota, CMC, Mason, Puka, Rome, Keenan, Trey McBride, Ken Walker, Commanders. Gino over Mariota, I think, but you can't go wrong. Wow, I can't believe that, man. What a badass thing for him to do. That's why that's bullish. It's bullish because it just shows that he is self-confident. What can you do, man? Keenan is like, I think Keenan is like basically a lock in cash. That first lineup should be your Spy. That lineup is in like the $15 3 max. Would you upgrade Mason Taylor? Yeah, I think that Mason Taylor's a little too thin today. Don't think he's terrible, but DJ Moore there. Razor 555 thinks that Carolina Atlanta is a low owned shootout. All right. You know what? I'm so done with the Calvin Ridley experience. I'll go Igbokwe there. I'm so over it. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna submit this team in the SPY. Herbert, Mason, JCM, Vlad, Pearsall, Rome, McBride, Walker, Packers. The only thing I can think is you could swap Rome out for someone who's just less owned. That still feels pretty good, honestly. I would go Diggs over Mooney. Well, did the Raiders D shut them down, or did the Chargers shut themselves down? I personally do not love Tet today. I think he's fine. I don't love that game. Yeah, I'm gonna submit this. There you go. That's the SPY team. And then we can get a little bit funkier for the red zone team. Sadly, I'm gonna give Pacheco one more run out today. High five. I'm gonna give Pacheco one more opportunity as a 7-point favorite. It feels fair to give him one last little run out. Still JMO over Bill, I think. All right, A-Rod says it's the Ridley week. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you can play Ricky over Rome in DK Cash. I am like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being full-blown panic attack, 1 being nothing. I'm like a 2.5 on JSN. Tootin over Benson. Tongus probably over Algier and Scott Fishbowl, if I remember the rules right. My Scott Fishbowl team is horrible. What should I get for lunch today? Kind of feeling a sandwich. Kind of feeling a sandwich. I'm 2-0. Do I trade Devontae for Rashi? I would not do that yet. I bet the Rashi owner gets a little bit more panicked. I think you've got some time. I could eat 22 Cane's tenders. 22 feels easy. Ooh, it's not quite cold enough for grilled cheese yet. Jack, that's what I'm here for, bro. Ricky over Keenan just to get, makes sense. Ooh, chicken. God, Jersey Mike's does sound pretty good. Doing oysters with the bros. That's a good day, brother. Scattaboo over Judkins. If Kraft is playing, I'm starting him. Honestly, the 20 Cane's tenders was one of the easiest things I've ever done. Real eater hours. GL to you, Nez. I hope you win the dog bowl because I don't think any of my dog bowl teams are any good. I think we have Firehouse subs. It is. It's a little brisk. I took the dog to the park this morning, and it definitely was. It was a little brisk. Not full briskness, but it was a little brisk. It's not surprising that Mac doubles would sim well, but I don't think I'm gonna get there. Tootin or Diggs? You know what? I'm going Tootin. Hambon Bureau. Is that literally a ham beer sandwich, Josh? Hertz plus Puka and Devon. I have not gotten any Hertz stuff. Yes. So Mr. Good Sense is the firest, but I don't think they deliver. I do not believe that Mr. Good Sense delivers. Let's find out. Does Mr. Good Sense deliver in my municipality? Because that's the heat. I just don't, frankly, I don't have it in me today to go pick up food. Devonta for sure. Why am I going Commanders D over Falcons D? Because they project better. How far down in sim ROI would you go? I mean, so I could just show you on like the lineups that I'm picking on Run the Sims. I'll go a good way down. Like I would go down to I don't know here. Let's quarterback I like Justin Herbert and Lad. So like I would do one of these, like this lineup. I don't know, this lineup right here: Justin Herbert, Jalen Warren, Barkley, Dubs, Evans, Keenan, Fannin, Lamb, Texans. Like I would go down to these 20% ROI teams. Maybe not like a 4% ROI team, but I would go down pretty far. No, I think you want Mariota over Wentz. Artillery Frost. Wow, Caleb is active. Ball's Life, I always tip well because I was a delivery driver in college. Oh, thank you. See, I'm always learning. There are so many features in the Run the Sims Opto that like sometimes you can get a little lost. Yeah, Short King Summer is over, man. It's Fossil Guy Fall now. Yes, exactly. Tipping culture does suck, but you know, it's not the person's fault. Well, the thing that you'll have to remember is that obviously the process of estimating sim ROI or sim EV, it's not super exact, right? And the bands of error are pretty wide. Wow, Wentz in the Game Changer. Well, Huka Doncic, I can tell you that the winner of last week's Game Changer is a friend of the program. Big friend of the program. Psychedelic Curse was the winner of the Game Changer, and he was in here hanging out with all of us last week, which does just go to show all of us can do it too. Hot take, I think I might go Knicks over Love. Gray, I love your dog. I had a German short hair pointer. She lived to be 12 years old. Yeah. Very, very good dogs. Brian, you're confusing the point I'm making. I don't have really any opinions about these defenses. I'm just going to play the one that has a better projection. I mean, I really liked Tyler Warren, but I don't think I saw him leading the position in targets per route run right away. Yes, Caleb Williams is starting. I'm going Tootin over Henderson today. Hot take. GSPs are the goated dogs. All right, I think I've got one more team to build here. No, two more teams to build. Yeah, one more team. All right, so we've got a Caleb, we've got a Herbert. Yeah, sad. Although Tyler Warren did come all the way up. Man, Fannin in the flex. I think you're going Franklin today. That one's very close, though. All right, what do I want for my very last team? Let's try and think, Davis. What do you want for your very last team? Try and coalesce all the ideas you've had all week into one moment of perfect clarity. I think you probably got to wait one more week for Burden. I think Vikings and Survivor's a little bit out there. Pick 2 in PPR, Pacheco and Tootin. Hilo and I have a long history with each other, Ink Magma. You should ask him about it sometime. I don't think the Rams can push the Eagles, sadly. Kind of wish they could. PPR flex, Bowers, Nico, Keenan. Neither bad nor good, just funny. I don't have a Dak team, don't have a Javonte team. Pearsall. Wow. Titans by 50 today. One Mr. David Kitchen. Njoku today. QJ Hunter. Hunter for me, but you're gonna have to find. You might want to find a more reliable narrator. Because I'm not going to change my opinions that much. There are a lot of fantasy people who are changing their opinions more than me this early in the year. I would still go Devonta over Tootin. Pickens over Hunter though. All right, number one thing I do need to remember to do this. Can I guess do the ball knowers? I've got to set my swaps for 6-mans and 12-mans, right? Jacobs is a pretty good play. I've not built any Tet McMillan teams this week, no. Well, on Underdog, I've got Tet teams. Man, I kind of want to do a Carson Wentz, Justin Jefferson in this one. It's true. We should feel so blessed to have Soccer Dave here with us. All right, I've got a question for the ball knowers. How big is the regular sized Jersey Mike sandwich? No. Dameon Pierce is not welcome in Kansas City. They need someone explosive. Okay, Tyler, thank you. Good information. More ball knowers, good information. 0.2 PPR. You are benching James Conner. I think I probably would go Rachaad White over Tracy. Tight end premium, I think you're going Goddard. Sandwich sized. All right, good information. The dog bowl pick'em that I did. Live champions. Let's see, where is it? It should have the. Here you go. Taylor, ETN, Brees, Ladd, Jefferson, Genty, Warren, Jacobs for a. It doesn't tell me how big the multiplier is. C contest no. I have no idea how big that multiplier is, but it's pretty big. All right. $105x. Okay. How would Hurts, Genty, Mason, Devontae, Puka, McConkey, Otten, Keenan? That'd be pretty far off the optimal, I think. No, it's absolutely a BTJ flop leg spot. Start 3 in that order. AJ Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., Garrett. All right. You know what? And let's just start there because I do really want a Brian Thomas Jr. So let's do a Brian Thomas Jr. Feels, I completely agree. It's a BTJ. If you were playing 4 quarterbacks, who would you play? I would play Dak, Caleb, Herbert, and Carson Wentz. Pick'em champions, your entry goes into a pool with other people's entries. Each dollar you put in is then matched up against other users, so it's a peer-to-peer game. Your money comes from other players who are wagering in the same pool as you. I do not think Mooney is a skeleton key. Pearsall by a lot over Bateman. Dobbins over Hunter, but that's really close. Yeah, first week of the Dog Bowl was only like 15x, but last week was like 50x. All right. Oh, we've got Brian Thomas Jr. Then how do I work from there? We could do a Caleb DJ Moore team. Kind of interesting. Could do a Drake May team. You know what? Davis, you wanted to do this all week. Carson Wentz, Justin Jefferson, and then you can just do super chalk. You can do CMC, Mason, Walker. I got Hunter over Mooney. I would start AJ Brown and Ladd McConkey. I'm not playing Stroud at all. No, I'll probably play Stroud 0 times in DFS this year. Main difference in strategy for single entry is you don't really have to get all that weird. Could play DJ Moore on this team. If I do DJ Moore, and then I do the Packers defense, I don't love it. Honestly, could just play Keenan Warren. Keenan, yeah, because I'm already pretty weird. Keenan and then Tyler Warren. Can't play the Seahawks though. There you go. That's fire. Carson Wentz, Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Mason, Brian Thomas Jr., Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, Tyler Warren, and Ken Walker. There we go. Now we can go cook one on FanDuel. So what contest do I have left? I have the $50 hot route single entry on FanDuel. Kind of want to play Javonte on FanDuel. I wonder what his price is. Javonte, 7,200. My goodness. That is expensive for Javonte Williams. How owned is Javonte Williams going to be? Yes, all my splash stuff is done, I believe. Got 1 Seattle, 1 Green Bay, 2 Seattle, 1 Tampa Bay, 3 Seattle, 1 Atlanta, 4 Seattle, 1 KC. That's probably don't need to do. It's fine. Whatever. Tampa Bay. Do I want to do 2 Tampa Bay? Maybe 1 extra Chiefs. Yeah, you know what? I am going to do 1 extra Chiefs. 2 Tampa Bay feels a bit silly. Oh, you know what? Let's go do another tiers the tiers. Oh, the tiers is going to overlay. Wow, Ben Weaver gifting 5 Slappy Central memberships to the boys. That's a good man right there. That's a good man. He's keeping us in business around here, folks. And that's an important thing to do. Thank you, Ben. How live are CD and Pickens? Very live. Good luck to you, Ben. Hope you find a shipper. I need to go pee real quick. Let's teach you guys. Maybe there are some new people around here. You might be a slappy. Well, you might be a slappy if you cite Travion Henderson as a reason to not take the big dog. If you've ever drafted Genty and Hampton as your running back 1 and your running back 2, you might be a slappy. If you've ever drafted Jalen Warren and Miles Sanders together, you might be a slappy. If you have even conceived of the thought, the fan and bet, you might be a slappy. Yeehaw! We're going to cook up another tiers entry contest. You got to start Bowers. This break is coming out of your pay. I was not gone very long. Hold on. Let me put the link to this. We're going to details, share contest. Let me get the tiny URL for this. Bang. This is the easiest way to make money in fantasy football is to attack a contest that is overlaying. And we actually have last week's winner, Kevin, is right here hanging out with us. But Doom, and let's pin that message. Encourage all of you guys to come and enter this contest. Let's do one right now. If I'll do this, if we win, so if I get $3,000, I'll give one of you guys $100. I'd be really surprised if it overlays. I'd go Tootin over Woody Marks. I would go Jalen Warren over ETN. And I am dead in this Wooly touchdown contest. Yeah, I am. I would go Igbuka over Ridley. JSN is going to play, but he is sick. All right, let's add one more entry into this contest. Mason way over Pollard. Not even close. All right. Let's do Bucky Irving, Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson. I'm taking Pat. Lamar, Barkley, Jaden Daniels, who's out, Kyler Murray, JSN, and Bijan. I am definitely doing Lamar. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jordan Mason, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, Breece Hall. So this is a really interesting tier. I do not have JSN in cash, no. I would start Drake May over Dimes. This contest is very straightforward. There are 8 tiers on Splash Sports, and you pick a player in each tier. That's it. The first 7 tiers are all 6 players, and then the last tier is like 50 players. You can pick whoever you want. Go Marv over Franklin. Pick 2, Garrett Wilson, Debo, or Jacoby Myers. Garrett Wilson and Debo. Huh. I don't really want to take Jordan. I took Jordan Love the other times. Let's do, you know what? Let's do CD. And I took Drake. Let's do Herbert on this one. Jacoby Myers, Bo Nix, Geno Smith, Jared Goff, DK Metcalf, CJ Stroud, Goff and Lamar against each other. Caleb, Nico, Jacobs, Gene T, Mayfield, St. Brown. Let's do Caleb. And then Chuba Hubbard, Brian Thomas Jr., Derrick Henry, Jake Browning, Malik Neighbors. I'm gonna take Jake Browning. That's the easy one there. Pick a quarterback, Herbert. Ladd, Hampton, Flowers. Could take Flowers. Oh, Ken Walker. There you go. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Herbert, Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, Jake Browning, Ken Walker. Link to that is pinned at the top of the chat. The contest is going to overlay. Would love to see you guys in the field with us. I'm in on Matthew Golden Week. I've got Josh Jacobs over ETN. I've got Tootin over Fannin. And I've got Nix over Carson Wentz. No, this is you need to come up for air so hard. Bryson Tremaine is not a top 80 play on the slate. Okay. Save these picks. Let's do swaps. So at quarterback, I definitely want Herbert to be my main swap, and I want Nix to be my second swap. Hurts, Dak, Caleb. I actually prefer Daniel Jones over Mayfield, Kyler, May, Love, Mariota. At running, I prefer running back in the flex. I want to swap to as much Kenneth Walker as possible, as much Jordan Mason as possible, Bijan, CMC, Barkley, JT, Bucky. I also want to swap to Gene T. I also want to swap to JCM. I also want to swap to Jalen Warren. And then Javonte, Jacobs, Chase Brown, whatever. That's fine. What's the opposite of coming up for air? Diving even deeper. Golden over Downs today. Wide receivers. I don't even know what we're swapping for a wide receiver, but I want to do BTJ. I want to do Pearsall. I want to do Ladd. I want to do Rome. And then for late game stuff, I guess Sutton. Sure. Whatever. I guess Jennings, I am swapping for a decent amount of Jennings, so I guess having Pearsall up there is good. Whatever, and then I'll just get whichever one of these guys is. I'll let ADP do it, basically. Pickens, AJ Brown, Tet. Sure. And then at tight end, is there anyone I guess... Did we have a swap at tight end this week? Oh, Kraft. Maybe. Ferguson. We'll do Njoku. We'll do Fannin. Whatever. That's fine. Nerdy called into Sirius XM yesterday about Caleb Williams. That feels crazy. Mac Jones, Pearsall, CMC, McBride. All right. Start 1, Sutton. Golden is not going to be owned, but yeah, you can play Wicks if you'd like. Start 2 an FFPC, Kraft and Keenan. Can't believe we're here, but okay. So what I need to decide is what I want to do on FanDuel. Sit 1 of Henderson, Tillman. I don't think things are going to go that well for the Browns today. Got to send a tweet about Splash. Bang. Done. Close that. Flag plant today. I don't really have a great one today. I mean, Gene T is the guy I'm playing that no one else is playing. Start 1, I would go Hollywood. Pick 1 in the NFFC, Tootin. Buy Shell Tootin. So I think on FanDuel, I mean, do I want to just try and do another Herbert team? Herbert, probably Mason, Walker, and then is it possible to play Ladd? How expensive is Ladd? Ladd is pretty freaking expensive. We do Pearsall. How expensive is JSN? JSN is really expensive. Wow, that is a lot for JSN. Hampton there. I hate that. I don't like Troutman very much. Honestly, it's really close, but still Judy. The Green Bay Packers are my favorite defense, believe it or not. Tootin or Henderson is total, flip a coin. I don't have a good answer for you, man. I could double. I could just play. I mean, I guess I just play Rome, right? You just play Rome, and then is there a tight end? I guess you just. Hold on. Put CMC in the flex. 5,700 left per slot. If you do the Packers, you have 6,400, so you can't quite get to McBride. So is there a cheaper player than Rome? Is there a $5,800 wide receiver? There's probably not a $5,800. Yeah, there's not. Yeah, Wicks. So you'd probably have to come down from McBride to Warren, which feels fine. So from McBride to Tyler Warren. Then you have $7,200 at wide receiver. I'm not loving that either. This field is too small to play Wicks, I think. Cowboys triples too aggressive. You could probably get away with it. I think you could probably get away. So let's do. I do really want. Ladd is like the most important one. Could do something like Herbert, Mason, Walker, Ladd, Pearsall, McBride, McCaffrey. The thing is it's just hard to get with the Packers defense, which maybe is me being a fish. I guess I could go Josh Jacobs over CMC. That's kind of it. Actually, on FanDuel, that's a little bit of an interesting correlation. Jacobs. And then you do Walker in the flex. And then that leaves you... Well, you can almost get CD. I don't think Mims is that viable. And you'd have to go down from... God, there's got to be a way to save $200 on this team. How do you do it, though? Is there anyone less expensive than Warren? No, not even close. Is there anyone $200 less expensive than Pearsall? Probably not. Is there a $7,500 running back that looks good? Javonte and Puka? That feels pretty good. Herbert, Mason, Javonte, Ladd, Pierce. Yeah, let's run that. Hope to see you guys at the top. Right there. That was pretty nice. All right, how many of you guys have entered into the tiers contest? Oh, not we gotta boost these numbers up, boys. We gotta boost these numbers up. We're still at clear overlay here. Nate still has not sent the 3-man. I keep getting YouTube ads from Directional State University. You're not alone. Tucker Craft or Scattaboo or Hampton. Hampton, easy to me. There you go. Clay is a good man who's entering a couple here. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, Kyle. But there you go. I'll put it in there for you again. That link pinned at the top of the chat is all you've got. All you got to do. So are all my lineups set? I have no idea. Nate is going to enter something weird because Nate is almost for sure gonna play JSN. I really do not think you can go wrong between Lamb and Puka. Let's go back and check these teams and see if there's anything different I want to do. This was that was the Swolecast team. That's the Thinking About DFS team. This is the Fair Catch. I played Caleb Williams, Genty, Jordan Mason, CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Jake Ferguson, Ken Walker in the Packers defense. Love over Mariota. Chiefs over the Buccaneers. Lawrence over Darnold. Why do I have a Daniel Jones team? What contest is this in? Screen Pass. I kind of don't want to play that anymore. I kind of want to just do a Bears team. This was Herbert, JCM, Jordan Mason, Ladd McConkey. You know what? I'm gonna nuke this team, and I'm doing a Caleb team. I'm doing Caleb. Rome, Moore, Pickens. I'm doing... Is that Arizona game in the afternoon? Yes. Doing CMC in the flex. I'm doing Mason. I'm doing Walker. Is there any way to get Bowers on this team? Bowers. Bengals defense. Devonta Smith over Labe in Hollywood. So if you do Bowers, this team is just way less likely to be duped, obviously. No, whatever. I give up. This team is fine. I don't love the Io Manor play. I got Bill over Pacheco. I do not love that game as much, Bobby. I don't love the Carolina Atlanta game. Referral code for Splash is Swoley. SOWLIE. Swoley on Splash Sports. You guys filling this one up? We're up to 634. Okay. All right, and then Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is probably egregious. I think we got to do Warren. We're gonna do Jalen Warren. I changed my mind. Justin Herbert, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, Ladd, Ricky, Rome, Trey McBride, Ken Walker in the Packers defense. That one feels a lot better. It's not stupid, but it's just like you're gonna set yourself up for a painful day. Yeah, when Bill gets 30, I lose my slap card. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Let me assign this lineup. Let me go see what else is in the lobby. And I'm gonna go enter one contest. I'm gonna go enter a contest with the same lineup, but I'm gonna put Bill in. Is there any single entry contest or anything close? The Sunday special. Here you go. I'll go put this in. It was my... That was my... Here you go. And I'll go put this one in with Ja'Cory. There you go. Justin Herbert, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Jordan Mason, Ladd, Ricky, Rome, Trey McBride, Ken Walker, Packers defense. I mean, you can start Mariota over Lawrence. I don't think you have to, but you definitely can. Yeah, I've got Tootin over Harvey this week. All right. I wonder if Caleb might make some more sense here. Caleb. This is for DK Cash. So I think the chalk team in FanDuel Cash is Caleb, Mason, Walker, Rome, Lamb, Pearsall, McBride, McCaffrey with the Jaguars defense. I actually like that. Jaguars. Pearsall. Yeah. Fannin Jr. over Renfro. The rookie running back I'm most worried about is Caleb Johnson. It's over. It's over for Caleb Johnson. Yeah, London. I have not considered London for cash and anything. Doesn't mean he's bad, but I'm not considering him. Bench one of Tootin, Scattaboo, or Kirk in full PPR. I would bench Kirk, I think. Caleb Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Mason, Ricky Pearsall, CeeDee Lamb, Roma Dunze, Trey McBride, Ken Walker, Jacksonville Jaguars. Done. Yeah, Ricky P over Ridley for sure for me today. Okay. Do I have anything not drafted yet on DraftKings? Goff over Mariota, not close. Is Pittman a play? Sure. Everything's drafted on DraftKings. You guys got up to 638. I mean, we could go a little bit harder over on Splash Sports. Need to fill 2 flex spots. Henderson, Devonta, Olave, Tootin, Downs, and Bannon. The Bannon bet. Devonta and Olave, I think. I'm just going to let ADP do my swaps in the 12-mans because I don't have very many teams, so who cares? Ooh, smidgen of overlay here. We'll do one last BR. Sure, we'll do one last BR. Jennings is not playing. He's out. I have Marcus Mariota in cash. I don't have JSN in cash. Doesn't mean he's a good or a bad play, but I don't have him. Stroud to me is like an unusable fantasy quarterback. I've got absolutely none of him. This is this is what I have in cash. Mariota, McCaffrey, Mason, Puka, Rome, Keenan, Trey McBride, Ken Walker. I guess the pivot would be Jackson Smith and Jigba and Tyler Warren. I think that would be it. I think that's what people are playing. Stevenson over Dobbins today. A lot of streaming options you have at quarterback today. You got as many options as you could want, brother. You could do Carson Wentz, you could do Jake Browning, you could do Mariota. Wow. Buck has Wan'Dale Robinson in the main slate, even though he plays on the Sunday night slate. That's crazy. Tootin, Harvey, Marks is how I'd rank them. I actually think Adunze Ladd is a little bit better. I really do. Flex, Igbuka, Fannin, or Pacheco? Pacheco. Penix is fine, sure. I mean, I don't have a ton of Penix today, but not like it's bad. Jonathan Taylor and Justin Jefferson. No, let's do Trey McBride. Final team of the slate. We'll do an elite tight end. There we go. It is. It's Genty season, brother. I'm with you. It's time. It's time for Genty to do it for us. What do we got? What do we got on tap? Are you guys all going to be back to hang out for the Shipcast here in about 3 hours? Are you guys down to be Shipcasters? Do you guys know enough ball? Well, I'll even do the redirects. Some of you guys might not even know what the Shipcast is. Promo code SWOLIE, SWOLIE. half PPR, 8-point projected underdog, flex, Hunter. My favorite survivor is Seahawks. Light a candle for Wicks. Hampton over Pearsall. Yeah, Shipcast is not on Twitch. I should talk to Peter about that. I don't think Jacob will be in the airport, but you never know. You never know with him. You really, really don't. All right, Nate just sent the invite to the 3-man. Make sure I import the right team. Mariota, CMC, Mason, Puka, Rome, Keenan, Trey McBride, and the Commanders. Defense. Done. Bang. God, I do... Is there anything I'm missing? Is there anything I'm missing at all with DK Cash? Let me try and run one more set of projected stuff. Because I would hate to obviously miss something. Would you trade Javonte Williams and St. Brown for Chase Brown and Jamar? Probably. Jamar Chase is a good Jamar Chase, very good for fantasy, but that one feels fair either way. Why do the Sims love Jalen Hurts? Probably because he's projected for a lot of points, but no one else wants to play him. Yeah, finally, all it took for me to not play T in Cash was for a catastrophic injury to Joe Burrow. All right, I know exactly what I want to do with this team, and I'm wondering if the room is going to comply. All right, we're going to do Ricky Pearsall here, and we're going to do Lad McConkey here. We're going to do Genty or Bill, and then we're going to do Herb. And if that's how it plays out, that is going to be absolutely beautiful. Levitan is going... if Levitan does not play Mason, that would be real stunning. But what can you do, man? Oh, there's definitely worlds where Rams Eagles shoots out, just not a world the Eagles want to live in. Flex, Hunter, or Fannin. I got Hunter there, personally. But those are the type of decisions that's like, I don't know, you don't know. No one really knows. You can only do your best before the slate locks. I mean, AJ Brown can be a 0 if the Eagles just keep doing absolutely nothing. Man, I do kind of want to play the Packers on FanDuel over McBride. Oh, that is what I did. Oh, I didn't even save it. Oh, no, this is my tournament team. McBride, Jaguars versus Warren, Packers. Warren, Packers. I kind of like Warren, Packers better. Hollywood or DJ Moore. I got DJ Moore today. Big DJ Moore guy. My whole queue is still there available. Come on, let's end the stream with a W. Give me Herbie, give me Genty, and let's go win $1 million. Well, or I don't. What actually is first place to this? $10,000 first. Okay. Well, let's ship it. $10,000, a good way to start a Sunday, boys. And the guy ahead of me is auto drafting. Sad for him. But it is what it is. All right, there we go. Ashton Genty, Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, Ashton Genty, Ricky Pearsall, Ladd McConkey, Trey McBride. Boys, that is going to do it for me. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the stream. I'll see you guys all back here in about